Confident computing number 815. Can my work spy on my home computer? Hi everyone, I'm Leo Notenboom for askleo.com, where I've been answering questions and sharing opinions about technology since, well, 2003 as it turns out. So this week's featured article is an interesting one just because it continues to be very topical. With more and more people working from home, there's a real concern that employers might be able to spy on what you're doing on your home equipment. On one hand, it's when you're working at home, can they spy on the equipment you're using? But even if you're at work and you access one of your machines at home, can they see what you're up to? The short answer is, well, maybe. There are things that you might be doing that could be inadvertently giving them access should they be so inclined. So, can my work spy on my home computer? 3 ways you might be letting them in and what to do covers the topic. Also this week, Microsoft and their product names, they just will never learn. They keep coming up with these names that just add to confusion. This week's article, what's the difference between Windows Defender, Windows Security, and Microsoft Security Essentials? It tries to clear up the situation, and a couple of them are pretty clear. A couple of them, on the other hand, not so much, because they mean different things at different times depending on what you're talking about. Also this week, normally it's what you want, but someone did ask, why is my laptop running slower when it's on battery? Where to look for the settings you can change reviews why that is what it is, and the settings you can change to make your own speed battery life trade-off. This week's TEH podcast was a lot about Apple, actually, because they announced a very significant change to their technology in upcoming versions of the Mac. Gary and I, of course, had a lot to talk about with respect to that alone. I got a new video camera, talked a little bit about that, and I'm pretty excited about the upcoming Microsoft Flight Simulator release. I played it years and years ago, and the current one looks absolutely stunning. There's a password checkup extension that has been available for Google Chrome and in the Chrome extension store for some time. Not only do I recommend it, but apparently it's going to go mainstream. So we talked a little bit about that as well. All of that, and of course a lot more, in TEH 104, ARM chips, CAN-link problems, new games, and multiple passwords. I think I've mentioned before that I have here a YouTube channel, and presumably if you're watching this, you're actually watching it via YouTube, because that's the only place that I post this right now. There's a whole channel of hundreds and hundreds of videos that I've posted over the years, and I've been focusing a lot more on it. askleo.com/YouTube will get you there. This week I ended up creating a couple of videos that I haven't yet linked to from askleo.com. In other words, they're only on YouTube, and you might find them interesting, so I thought I'd mention them here. One is posting to Instagram from your PC. It's a trick, actually Gary from the TEH podcast showed me, that I suspect a lot of people don't realize exists, and for those of us who like real keyboards, laptops, desktop computers, and that's where we spend most of our time, the inability to post to Instagram has at least been an annoyance. As it turns out, there's a trick, and you can make it work. Also, this week, my oldest computer, it's a 2008 desktop that lives in my basement. It's 12 years old, and needless to say, the CMOS battery wasn't designed to last for 12 years. So it has given up the ghost, and it has some negative side effects for me. So with that new video camera that I mentioned earlier, I recorded myself replacing the CMOS battery. Not only as a test for the video camera, of course, but also in case those of you who are interested in such things are curious about how you go about replacing, or what it means to replace a CMOS battery in an older machine. So replacing a CMOS battery in an older machine is also up on YouTube and linked to from this week's newsletter. That's this week's issue of Confident Computing, number 815, Can My Work Spy on My Home Computer? Thanks for watching, everyone. I'm Leo Notenboom. This is askleo.com.